Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. It's your favorite YouTuber here of all time, Nostalgia Ball Hits. And we're back with another video, and today is a very funny episode. So today, I woke up, we're actually at the new house chilling today, and I watched my favorite YouTuber, Team Rocket Joey, and he went over a video. We're going to talk about how he literally nuked his credibility today. And I want to start this video off by saying I have nothing against Team Rocket Joey as a person, okay? Like, I'm friends with him. I get along with him. I don't hate the guy. Like, I think he's a good person. Okay, I think he means well. So, I want to just start my video off like that. Okay, before I get into cooking him and the rest of the Pokemon YouTubing community. And then, yeah, let's just get into it. Okay, like I said, I'm starting my video off being nice. Because I feel like I'm a dick ripping on his channel when I like the guy as a person. Okay, so I want to start it off right there. Now, we're going to dive a little deeper into how he nuked his credibility today. And I feel so bad to make this video. But I have to, because if I didn't, I just wouldn't be doing my subscribers a favor. So, I have to make it. I'm sorry. So, let's start off his video. So he's going over vintage cards, and he's saying, I messed up in sealed investing. Now, we're going to dissect this video. So he's going over all these vintage cards, and he's looking at them all like the prices are ridiculous. And so he comes up to Holland Phantom's Pikachu for 175 grand. And the best part is, these are old listings. Like, these are old sales. So the card already sold already. Okay, this was like a month ago price. He looks at Holland Phantom's Pikachu for 175 grand and goes, ugh. Like, you could tell he just thought that was like way too high of a price for that card. Holland Phantom's Pikachu today, if you go to look on eBay to buy one, they're $350,000. Like, they even went up from 300K to 350K. Okay? So, they went up 50 grand even since, like, the max high. And he's looking at that card, the old listing sale, at 175, like, thinking, well, like, you know damn well, he's like, that's way too much for that card. And so then he proceeds. This is the best one. This is my favorite one. He goes to the Blue Acid Mew from Delta Species. This is my favorite part. He looks at it for 67 grand. And he's like, here it is, $67,000. And the Blue Acid Mew, the lowest listed price is $350,000. So he looks at that card and he goes, oh, it might 2 or 3 or 4 or 5x. And it's like, bro, it already has since that price. But he wasn't really right, because he was still mocking that, like, Prismatic Evolutions is a better investment. And so you could tell, like, he really didn't believe the card should be over 67 grand. Or he would clearly in his video have said, like, 67 grand for this card, it should be over 300K. Like, anyone that's, like, up to date in Pokemon would have said this. They'd have been like, dude, 67, this was a steal. Like, you would have mentioned that in the video. Instead, it's just, this card might 3, 4, 5x. Like, no, if you knew what you're talking about, you would have been like, damn, you know, that 67K, someone got a steal on this fucking card. Like, if I was going over it, that's what I would say. And I'd be like, damn, this card's fucking 350K now, you know? So, he literally nuked his channel's credibility. And I don't want to, I feel so bad doing this, but all these PokeTubers are terrible, so is, I mean, they're not terrible. Some of them are all right, but like they're not like, there's this channel and then there's the rest. You know what I mean? Like there's a huge difference. But he was getting close with listing vintage cards. But the next thing you have to do is put your channel's reputation on the line and say what you believe. Like that's the whole point of making YouTube videos. Do you believe the price is going to go up? And what do you think that price will be? Like, you have to get more specific. And they can't do that because they don't know what's going to happen. They have no idea. And the difference with this channel is we do. Like, me and my friend joked about this. Like, half of my videos are literally just me and my friend joking about, like, well, talking about what we believe are good investments, and then joking about the other YouTubers that are just so bad. Like, and this is where I'm going to grow, like, Pokey Profit. Is like, he's like, he made a video, like, you should buy, like, my friend's like, yeah, he made a video, and you should buy Paldea Evolved blisters. That's a buy signal, you know? And so this is like fucking $30 in fucking cardboard, bro. Like, what's the best he's gonna have? You make $20? Like, who cares? And, like, meanwhile, that's why I said this channel, I feel like an alien, because, like, we're giving away $310,000 gain in 2 months, while other channels are talking about making $300 on Celebrations ETBs. You know what I mean? Like, it's just two different leagues. Completely different leagues. Like, you want to make $300K or you want to make $300? You know? And, yeah, it's funny to watch these YouTubers just nuke their credibility. And it'd be so easy to just nuke their credibility. Like, it's so bad to where, like, they can't nuke this channel's credibility because it's the best channel out there when it comes to the information on the vintage card market. To where I was able to give you this information 2 months ago. Like, you have to think about it. I was able to tell you when Holland Phantom Pikachu was $40,000 that it was extremely undervalued. And now it's $350,000 fucking dollars. And, like, you could argue, well, is someone going to buy it for that? No, they won't buy it for $350, but they'll buy it for like $320. You know, like, if you bought it at $40,000, you were doing incredible. If you bought it at $175,000, you did incredible. And one of his subscribers go, oh, that card's so poo-poo. The Gold Star Pikachu's so ugly. And it's like, bro, it would have literally made you $310,000. But my point is, these YouTubers don't state what they believe. Like, he just shows a random list of cards, vintage cards, and shows you the prices, and doesn't say if he believes that price is too high, that it should go down, or if he thinks it's really cheap and it should go up even more. And where he thinks it'll go, not just a random guess of like, oh, I think it'll 3 or 4 or 5x. Like, you have to give an actual price of like, okay, I think that Mew for $67,000 was a steal, and it should be $350K. But you should have did this when the card was $67K. Like, now it's $350K. Like, you've already missed that opportunity. So, like, that's the whole point of making videos about what you believe in, to show your track record of what makes money and what makes the most money in the fastest amount of time. And just none of them do it. And my one friend said this, and I keep telling him he needs to make a channel too, because he's really good like this channel. We're both like top level. And like, even he said, he's like, you know, Pokey Profit talks about making some machine that tells you what to buy. And Pika Papa's like making a machine to buy Gengars that drop. But like, is it going to tell you that if the price is going to go back up? You know what I mean? But my friend goes, why do they want to spend all this money on a machine when you can just buy better shit? Like, just buy better shit. Instead of buying like ultra modern, just buy better shit. Save your money, buy better shit. Like, it's so true. Because that's what makes the money. You know? Like Blue Acid Mew. If you bought it for $67K, you're up to $350,000 in 2 months. Like, that's what matters. That is what matters in Pokemon investing. But knowing it, though, that's the hard part. And like I've done this repeatedly over the past year of showing that I know what's going to happen. Like, that's the difference. Is that I call out something when it's really, really fucking cheap, and now it's really, really expensive. And no other channel does that. And they don't understand the vintage market at all. And clearly, They don't understand it. And that's why I'm really making this video, is to say, be careful to who the fuck you listen to. And this is why I feel like an alien in the Pokemon hobby, dude, because we're like in outer space compared to the rest of the channel's credibilities. Like, dude, it's just like, it's two different leagues, you know? And I just find it hilarious, like going over a behind last sold listings and not even realizing the prices of Pokemon YouTuber. I'm sorry, bro, but that's kind of embarrassing. like if you think the Blue Acid Mew for 67 grand was kind of like a meh buy, when it's 350K, you're like really far behind in the vintage market and understanding where these prices should be. And I find it really funny because like he literally just nuked his like entire vintage credibility in one video. You know what I mean? And meanwhile, this channel, the difference is we've took the risk, you know, like I've took all the risk saying what I think is undervalued. Like I've took the risk in saying Holland Famous Pikachu for 40 grand, 125 grand's a good buy. And now it's $350,000 fucking dollars. I took the risk, you know. And the Blue Acid Mew was another one I was gonna make a video on the Blue Acid Mew actually. That was one video I kind of slept on doing, but I was eyeballing that card back in the 60s too. Back when it was 60,000. But my point is, in like first edition Neo, like we called it out when it was 40. It's like 200K. Holland Phantoms, we called it when it was 40. It's 200K. You know, like that's the difference. You know what I mean? And like they don't even realize it after the price has already shifted. You know, like looking at Blue Acid Mew at 67 grand and saying, "Damn, that's kind of expensive." You know, like well, and you know, you definitely he felt that way because, or he would have said it was a steal in his video. When it's already 350K is like just, that's like nuking your reputation as far as I'm concerned, bro. Like that's just not, that's not good. Like I said, I like the guy as a person, but like that video really was like, whoa, bro. I'm like, am I even watching this right now? Like, like does he really think Holland Phantom's Pikachu at 175K is like a normal price? Like it shouldn't be 300K. But it's literally 350K. But my point is, like, it's funny watching them because like they won't state what they believe the card's going to do next. It's just they'll show a random list. And having a Pokemon YouTube channel, if you know what you're talking about, is showing the cards you think are going to make the fastest gains. And that's what I do. And no other channel does that. And that's my point. That's why we are the greatest. We have the greatest track record in Pokemon history. And yeah, I mean, like that's something to celebrate about. Like we have the most credibility out of any Pokemon channel by a long shot. And I think it's going to leave all of them scratching their heads like, how do we even keep up with this guy? And then when Silver spikes, they're all going to be like, what? You know, that's the funniest part that I can't wait for. Yeah, and John, I agree with your take of, you know, Michael Oliver is going to be right, bro. I'm so excited for Oliver to finally be right. I really am. I'm so excited for Michael Oliver and a lot of other silver people to be right that like have just preached it for decades for it to finally happen for them. I think like what's the other guy, Mike Maloney, like that guy, he's like has talked about silver for decades. It's like I'm really excited for him to finally be right, even though he's like kind of a douche. But anyway, that's all I wanted to cover over today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We're out.